I was going to count down to that 10, right, to make sure nothing gets cut off at the beginning here. Hello, everyone. This is Nathan P. Butler, as usual. I am continuing on here with the Let's Play for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, sort of. I said I'd be back whenever they had more DLC, and they do, so we're going to take a look, but there's not a whole lot to it. This will be an incredibly short stream, because there won't be really a whole lot of gameplay, per se, more checking out options and showing you what's now available. I, of course, run this channel. Here you can find things like From the Star Wars Home Video Library, which recently had episodes on the UK release of the entire run, minus one episode of Ewoks, plus the Droids release from the UK, The Great Heap. You can find stuff on here like the Fantasy Flight Games stuff. We are heading towards the October 17th release of the newest edition of my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, over at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. And podcasts are now ongoing. That is Cloud City Casino, talking about Star Wars gaming with Michael Morris. That is Star Wars Beyond the Films, talking Star Wars canon and legend stories with Mark Herleman. Both of those at StarWarsReport.com, both going strong. In fact, sometime later today, the hope is that we're going to be able to get Michael and Mark, maybe both at the same time, onto a Battlefront live stream. So keep an eye out for that later today. In this case, we're just looking at some new DLC. So we had the announcement, and I'll grab my guide here, right here. We had the announcement of the Season Pass for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens that cost $10 and came with the Deluxe Edition. And in the guide, they told us what the DLC was going to be. We would get 3 level packs: Poe's Quest for Survival, First Order, Siege of Takodana, Escape from Starkiller Base, and 5 character packs. We'd get the prequel trilogy, Rebels, Freemaker Adventures, Clone Wars, and Jedi Pack. Well, as of this new version, 1.0.4, as of the most recent update, we now have the ability, and the recent store update, of course, we now have all of the character packs from the DLC, from the Season Pass, but we have none, at this point, of the level packs. We have that free level pack of the Phantom Limb, based on the comic book that is a timed PlayStation exclusive. We don't have any of the levels for the Season Pass. And the newest update is preparing it for Poe's Quest for Survival, the first of those, because if you actually, hey Shane, if you actually go back and look at your trophies, I had platinum this thing, 100% everything, right? If you go into your trophies, there's now a separate section for Poe's Quest for Survival with 5 new trophies in it. You can't do anything with it, though, yet, because the level doesn't exist in the game yet. So apparently within about the next, probably week to 2 weeks, we will be seeing that DLC added. So here's what we have now, though. If I were to go to, kind of our settings here, you notice it's still at 190 mini kits. That shows you that that despite the fact that the trophies are there for Poe's Quest for Survival, the mission is not, because I haven't played it. And it still says 190. There will presumably be 10 in there because there is a trophy for getting all the mini kits. 253 gold bricks, 8 still of the red bricks, 19 rather than 20 true Jedis, because a true Jedi on... Whoop, what? I'm being told there's no audio. There should be. I haven't muted anything. Seriously? Let me unplug. And plugged it back in. Interesting. May have to wind up starting this over from scratch anyway. If we're not getting any... Saying no audio at all or no audio from me? Oh, okay. Toxic Blast can hear it. Shane can hear it, so it's not on our end. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, 35 of the, 35 of the little carbonite containers. 277 characters so far. That is with the new ones that were added. And you have 85 of the ships. Again, guys, the reason why I'm doing this stream, not so much for more gameplay. I want to show you the new stuff that just came from the Season Pass. So, let's go to the map. It's the easiest way to show these. And I'm going to go to the galaxy map. I'm assuming, because it's basically covering the events of how Poe gets off of Jakku that's touched on in the novelization, I'm assuming that once we do have Poe's Quest for Survival, it'll show up under Jakku, but it's not here yet. Okay, I'm going to choose that Takodana battle. Battle of Takodana, there we go. I'm not going to actually play the level But if I choose this, this is a mission that requires you to fly some and requires you to play as the minifigures some, which will allow me to actually show you the different characters and different ships both at the same time here. So, as of now, we finish up. Let's see. So we got our various characters here. BB-8. We get into our droids. Right, and we start getting into characters from the new, relatively new Phantom Limb DLC, which are gonna be, let's see, I can do it backwards here, probably more easily. It's gonna be your it was SN1F4, R5J2, R5D8, R3A2, R2Q5, R2KT. No, it's not even those. They have them kind of spread around here because they have them grouped together. But, like, you have your PZs. I guess it's going to be lower. I'm getting myself confused looking at these. These are the ones I want down at the bottom. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So here goes our DLC ones. We have the Empire Strikes Back pack that was originally a pre-order bonus for many different platforms, from many different retailers, which now is available for actual purchase, or you get it free with the Season Pass as well. That is the Boba Fett prototype, Bosk, Dengar, Han Solo from Hoth, Lobot, Luke Skywalker from Hoth, Leia from Hoth, and the Ugnaught. Then you have the Jedi Pack. The Jedi Pack was available on day one for Season Pass holders. It is an exclusive to the Season Pass. It is not sold separately, at least at this point. That's Aayla Secura, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Kit Fisto, Luminara Unduli, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, Saisi Tin, and Shakti. That then brings you to the Jabba's Palace pack. This was one that was an exclusive, I believe, to GameStop as a pre-order exclusive that is now available to all, and again, free with the Season Pass. That is Bib Fortuna, Bush, Gamorrean Guard, Jabba the Hutt, Malakili, Max Rebo, Ula, Princess Leia from Jabba's Palace, and then you get the Droid Pack. Okay, and the Droid Pack was one that was made available... I'm trying to think of when the Droid Pack was made. The Droid Pack was made available fairly early on. I want to say it was on day one as a PlayStation exclusive, a timed exclusive, which is your Battle Droid Commander, Commando Droid, ME-8D9, General Grievous, I believe IG-88, R5D4, Super Battle Droid, W1LE. And then you have your prequel one, which is from the Season Pass, which is Anakin Skywalker Damaged, Captain Panaka, Darth Maul Clone Wars, Jango Fett, Jar Jar Binks, Padme Dameron, Watto, and Zam Wesell. Then we get into the Clone Wars one, which is new. That is Asajj Ventress, Aura Singh, Barriss Offee, Cad Bane, Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Hondo Ohnaka, Savage Opress. Now we're into the ones that come from the DLC Phantom Limb, which is C-3PO Tall, C-034, Omri, as they called him, Tumed 2, PZ-99, the other PZ, that was what was getting me confused a second ago, VL-44, MSEY, the mouse droid, the Gonk droid GNK-189. Then we have another one we've already seen as DLC, and that is the Freemaker Adventures. That was released alongside the prequel pack recently. We have Bash, Graballa the Hutt, the one that talks like Dom DeLuise, Cordy Freemaker, the sister of the main character, Nare, the supposed Jedi, if you haven't seen it yet, Rom, ROGR, or Roger, Rowan Freemaker, and Xander Freemaker, which rounds out that one, not counting ships or anything, of course. And then the other brand new one just released this week is Star Wars Rebels, which rounds out the last of the Season Pass character packs, yet still leaves us with all 3 level packs unreleased from the Season Pass. Those are Ahsoka Tano as an older Ahsoka, Chopper, Ezra, Hera, Kanan, Sabine, the 7th sister, oddly, instead of the Grand Inquisitor, I would have expected the Grand Inquisitor, and Zeb / Garazeb Aurelios. Now, if I were to choose something here, this will throw me into the ship choices, which will let me show you the ones that went with that. All right, so we have... Oh, let's see here. La la la. Okay, so the Empire Strikes Back set gave us Slave 1. The prequels, I believe it was, gave us the Jedi Interceptor. The Jabba's Palace one gave us Jabba's Sail Barge. The Vulture Droid came from the Droid Pack. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. The Jedi Interceptor is from the Jedi Pack, not the prequel pack. The prequel pack is the Naboo N1 Starfighter. Then we have our Clone Wars pack with the Republic gunship. We have the CR-90 Corvette. We have the Star Scavenger, which came from Freemaker. I think the Corvette came with the Phantom Limb. And then we have, of course, not surprisingly, the Ghost for Rebels. So we are now at a point where basically all of the let's add some characters and ships without there actually being a mission to go with it thing seems to be pretty much done. And now what we're waiting on, of course, is, okay, when are they going to give us the new levels? Because we should see at least another 30 mini-kits added, at least another 3 possible True Jedi activities added, and significantly more characters, maybe as far as 300. In fact, I would say probably as far as 300 total. And we may cross well, probably won't cross the 90 mark, but we'll come close on vehicles. Or actually, if they do have the large one plus the little mini version, a mini fighter version, then we may actually pass 90. We may wind up with about 91. So still waiting on more at this point. I just wanted to show that I did say that I would come back to let you know like when the next DLC came out and what was in it. I was expecting that to be another mission. I was expecting Poe's Quest for Survival to come out either at the same time as the other 2 character packs or right before, and it turns out it's the other way around. The character packs are out. It looks like the level pack is coming, but the level pack has not arrived yet. So I will be coming back in, I will be coming back in to check out those levels whenever they get released, as I did before. All right, so for what it's worth, again, keep an eye out here in probably within the next couple of hours, depending on when they are all like available at the same time. We're going to try to get me and Mark Hurleman and Michael Morris all together onto a Battlefront livestream podcast, mainly so that I can show you the newest of the HUT contracts that I have now completed, which would be the Stinger pistol and its upgrade, plus the, the Escape Artist trait card, and give us sort of a quick take on where Battlefront stands as of right now, because 2 days from now, on Tuesday, we'll be seeing the drop for Season Pass owners of the Death Star DLC, and I'd like to get sort of a quick snapshot of where things stand and how folks are feeling about the game with the 3 of us who have been part of those at least more often. I know Jim Perry's been on with me and stuff like that, but to try to keep things sort of a quick snapshot, and I know that they should be around today. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. It'll be here within the next few hours, and we'll be back with more of these Let's Play type things and these looks at LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens as soon as there actually is more to talk about. As Newt Gunray said in Japanese stereotype, there's no need to report that until there's something to report, or something like that. So, we'll be back. Keep an eye out on the channel. Thank you all for popping in. For the quick answers, I saw... I think the one question I saw pop up was whether we'd seen Civil War. Heck yeah, we've seen Civil War. My wife and I went to see it in the theater, and now I've watched it a couple of times now that it's on Blu-ray. I haven't watched the 3D Blu-ray of it yet. I've been so busy doing other things while I'm trying to work on it that putting on the 3D glasses that darken everything, it's been very difficult to actually, work and still watch it in 3D at the same time. But I've got the glasses charging up so I can do that here in the next couple of days. Speaking of glasses, by the way, keep an eye out in mid-October. Yes, we will be doing some streams, assuming that it's possible. I think technologically it is, of PlayStation VR. We were finally able to put in a pre-order for a PlayStation VR rig. I've been charging up my Move controllers that I had from the PS3. And, of course, we already got the camera set up here, so it's just a matter of waiting for that sucker to arrive and jumping in as Batman, jumping in to play some other various games and whatnot. And hopefully, very quickly upon release, they'll get that Battlefront X-Wing VR mission themed after Rogue One inserted into the game, and I can show you that one. I'm assuming it can stream. It'll just show you kind of what I'm seeing, because I've seen demos on YouTube where people have gone to various places and they've been able to see it and stream it. So kind of crossing my fingers, there will be ability to stream off of PSVR. But With that, I'll head out of here. Shane, I'm going to say, I think they're both kind of overhyped. I would say that at least in canon right now, it's going to have to be Jango because Boba goes out like slightly more of a punk and doesn't make his way out of the Sarlacc as far as we know. In Legends, I'd go with Boba being better because I like how the character evolves all the way up through like Legacy of the Force and such. But yeah, it's just kind of a meh because in canon they haven't really done a whole lot with either character. All right, I'll see you all later, hopefully. Keep an eye out. Battlefront live stream for the first time in a while coming up sometime later today. More of this as new DLC is released. Thanks for watching, folks.